on, everybody? How are you guys today? So, it is finally time for our next solo run challenge that's coming to the channel here. We did an Umbreon solo run of the ROM hack Sacred Gold. Now, for those unaware, Sacred Gold is an enhancement hack made by Drayano60. His Twitter link will be down below, by the way. All the gyms have 6 Pokemon. All the Elite Four and Champion have 6 Pokemon. And Red. We'll get to him later. But we decided to do this playthrough based off of a charity goal that you guys unlocked via Fly with St. Jude back on July the 4th. And let me go over a quick few things. So as you see here, these are what Umbreon's stats are looking like. Now, defensive, very. Okay? Attacker, not at all. Ugh. And I would also like to point out that Umbreon gets a separate move table within Sacred Gold and Storm Silver, as seen here. You see the moves that are on there, and what we have to work with a not so great attacker, but I feel it's gonna be a great run. And now to explain another thing here. As you see, we are at the Elder for the Sprout Tower. Because in Sacred Gold and Storm Silver, you're gifted an Eevee early on in the game, and you get the evolution item attached to whichever Eevee you choose when you beat the Elder of Sprout Tower. This is how we get Umbreon early. Now that we've used the orb to acquire our Umbreon, it is time to set forth into the land of Johto. We grinded our Umbreon up to level 17 and we decided that it's gym time. I'm in the save screen for a good reason, but we'll explain that later. Alright, so this is about our 3rd or 4th attempt at this. This is the winning gym battle, so we had to use a lot of Confuse Ray / Sand Attack hacks. We started it at level 17, now we're at level 21. And then we get the Confusion to pop off of the Doduo, which is really good. And then we Pursuit here, utilize that stab move, and it gets the knockout from there. Not sure if it would have knocked out without the Confusion luck, but we ended up nailing it. So Farfetch'd comes out, and in Sacred Gold Storm Silver, Farfetch'd is half flying type. So, or half flying, half fighting, I'm sorry. But we get the Confuse Ray off, it ends up hitting us with Aerial Ace anyway, which is okay. Umbreon eats hits like I eat ice cream. So, Umbreon here, we're going to use Quick Attack. By the way, it's named Light after Light Yagami from Death Note. So, we end up getting a Confusion hit, which is amazing because that'll make sure the next Quick Attack kills. And the Farfetch'd goes down, thusly bringing us up to level 22 as well. I'm getting that nice sweet level up there. So now he sends out Swablu. Swablu is packing a Power Herb and Solar Beam, but with how tanky Umbreon is on the special side, we nom, we eat it up. But now we pop the Confuse right here. It's gonna hit itself, which works out perfectly for us, because then we're gonna follow up with Pursuit, and that does now brings him down to about a third. Now here he's gonna set up the Solar Beam, but he hasn't popped his Power Herb yet, which is gonna pop right here. And we do outspeed, so I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to be clicking Pursuit here, and we do, for the knockout. Which then will bring us to his next Pokemon, being Chatot. And I make sure to put battle style to set before I started the run. So we're gonna hit a Confuse Ray here. We gotta keep running the confusion strats, because if we don't utilize hacks with Umbreon, we are not gonna win. So he hits himself in confusion there. I decide to go and click Pursuit, and that brings him down to the red, but he snaps out of confusion right away, but only goes for agility. Now, with that, Chatot, when I first did it at 17, he outsped me. I thought ahead and used Quick Attack here because of priority, getting the knockout there. So now it is up to his Murkrow, which we don't have too much of a problem with. Its Dark-type moves aren't going to do much to us, but we're still going to run the Confuse Ray Sand Attack strat. I don't think I actually Sand Attacked, but I do know I did use Confuse Ray. So Murkrow's going to hit with an Aerial Ace here. We're going to eat it up because that's just what Umbreon does. We're going to fire back a Quick Attack, get that priority while we're here. He snaps out of confusion, but goes for Aerial Ace again. So it brings us down to 50 health. And then we should Quick Attack here for the finish, thusly bringing on Falkner's Pidgeotto. I think on this attempt it was like the second time we got to Pidgeotto. So we're going to drop Confuse Ray here. And we are still hoping and a-praying for good confusion luck. And kind of ate us a little bit, but he used Tackle, only doing 7 damage to our Umbreon. We missed the Pursuit though. And the Pidgeotto here is going to use Aerial Ace, bring this to 36. But for some reason we missed Pursuit again. But then we get the good confusion luck there. I ended up, in one attempt, I missed 5 Pursuits in a row on Pidgeotto, but hit every Quick Attack, which was weird. So, here's going to pop at Citrus Berry now, that's below half, or Oran Berry, rather. Citrus Berries are later on. We miss Pursuit again, but Pidgeotto snapped out, then he hits Roost. So now here, we have to reset up the Confuse Ray. Because again, without the hacks, we're not gonna win. That's just how it is. We get a good bit of confusion luck there, then we Quick Attack, because Quick Attack kept hitting where Pursuit kept missing. And then we get good confusion luck again on the Pidgeotto, got him under half. So then Quick Attack here. And we would have needed it to crit had it would have to been a high roll or a crit to kill from that general range. So we set the Confuse Ray back up because its confusion ran out. So you'll see throughout a lot of these gym fights that we're gonna have to utilize Confuse Ray a lot early on, at least until the fact that we get Toxic. So he's confused. He's gonna hit Aerial Ace here, and now he's back to full health. We keep missing Pursuit. I don't understand why we kept missing Pursuit. And then we had to reset up Confuse Ray again, because we are not getting good confusion luck on this Pidgeotto fight at all. He's confused, and here he's gonna hurt himself. I feel like our luck is turning around here. So we're just going to keep firing off Quick Attacks. But he snaps out again and keeps using Aerial Ace because that never misses. Now we Confuse Ray again. This Pidgeotto just would not stay confused for very long in this battle. But we end up getting good confusion luck right there. And then we should... I think we do fire off Quick Attack here, but then we miss that even. Like, our accuracy in this battle has been absolutely garbage, but we've had good confusion luck there. We land the Quick Attack here, that high rolled, therefore knocking it out, And we acquire our first badge, the Zephyr badge, by defeating Faulkner. We get ourselves healed up, grab an egg that we're going to go put into the box anyway because nobody cares, and now it's off to Azalea Town. Alright, so we slapped some rockets around, and now it's time for Bugsy. This is the winning attempt. So, this took us 2 tries to do. And also, shout out to my friends Straight Up Sean and Sim CJ for being some streaming watching while I'm getting this video editing done. Anyway, we hit the feint attack here, bring it into the red. It sets up the rain. You can see on my face here, I'm like, okay, why are you setting up rain? You silly butterfly, what are you doing? It was just like, nani? So, and then here he uses a Moo Moo Milk, being a little cheeky little bastard, healing up. So we're gonna feint attack again. That is going to bring him into the red. Once again, rain's still up. And then here, I do believe I quick attack for the finish. And I do. And that's Butterfree down. Now, in the previous attempt, here's where our run got a little messed up. And we got bodied here. And you'll see why in a second, because he's got Pinsir. I do believe in Sacred Gold, Pinsir is made to be a fighting type as well. So, here we have to settle on Confuse hacks, because otherwise we're not winning, simply put. So we get the Confusion luck there, so we're lucking out so far. And then I set up the feint attack here to just chip him down a little bit. And that brings him into the yellow. It hurts itself in Confusion again. So here we need to quick attack for the finish. But I actually chose to feint attack this time because, again, I do outspeed. Because with being, 11, 12 levels above, outspeeding's gonna happen because, massively over leveled. So we get past the Pinsir. That Pinsir, by the way, has Vital Throw, which killed our run in the first attempt. So Heracross, also being a fighting type, we had to rely on Confuse strats again. So Heracross hits itself in Confusion on the first turn, which we're like, yes, thank you, need that. So now we're gonna quick attack here, get a little chip damage off, which only brings him to about half, but here's counter. Ow! Big pain, but the rain has stopped at this point. I still don't remember why the Butterfree had Rain Dance on it. I don't know what the strats were, but we quick attack again, but he snaps out of Confusion and goes for Bug Bite here, which brings us to 51 health. I'm scared. I set the Confusion back up. I probably could have feint attacked here to get the kill, but here I'm playing it safe because I don't trust Heracross. But we get the Confusion luck we need. We should be able to quick attack for the finish. I think I'm looking at healing items at this particular point, and I do heal up. So we're too short of full health. And we he uses counter. I was hoping for Confusion luck there, but with the counter not working because I didn't hit it that turn, allowed us to quick attack for the finish. Now we're on to Beedrill. And obviously, as you know in the base game, he has Kakuna, Metapod, Scyther. Obviously, he's got the Beedrill at this point. That's a feint attack one-shot. Because, let's face it, Beedrill's frail as fuck. So now we're on to Yanma. And he goes for the Detect here. Kind of stalling us out a little bit. But we feint attack again. All the while here, and it's a one-shot also. Now the big problem. His Scyther. We did hit level 32 here, but this Scyther, Oh man, I was worried about Scyther the whole way, and I think I decided in this is that Bugsy's canonically non-binary, but he sets up a Swords Dance. We get Confuse Ray off. I am absolutely fucking terrified at this point. So, and he gets the U-turn, which will bring us down to about half. And then we set up a sand attack, thinking, okay, if we can get him to miss one move, we should be okay. Or confusion luck. So this turn, the U-turn misses, so we're in good position there. And we can then feint attack, which is going to bring him just to about a third. We take out about a third health. So I'm thinking here, I'm going to pop a quick attack off, see what I can do. That brings him below half, which pops the citrus berry. And, well, let me take it from here. But never mind. I was a little early. We got confusion luck there. But for this next exchange, let me tell you.
This is gonna be painful.
Jesus!
Pog! Quick attack kills him. Yes!
We end up clutching the win with 2 health left. So after we acquire ourselves a badge, and then we beat up our rival a little bit, then we head to Alex Forest where we find Gardenia. Hi, Gardenia. I wonder what you're doing here. Gardenia?
Bruh.
Well, I can't unsee that. So, hey, I'll take this TM here. So, after seeing Gardenia do some, questionable things, it's off to Goldenrod. So after we pick up Lyra's number, it's off to face Whitney.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
Alright, so here's the winning attempt at Whitney, and hopefully this is an easy battle.
Nope.
And you'll see why here in just a second. Attract. So, given that, you know, most EVs are male, when we got our male Eevee, we were like, oh god, Whitney's gonna be a troll. So, we ended up breaking through the attract, which is like, alright, cool, awesome. We hit level 39 here. But we get through the Lickitung, easy peasy. So now, she is going to send out, I believe, the Miltank next, if I recall correctly. We'll find out if I'm wrong here in a second, but Whitney was an absolute troll. Hence the little ninja yelling just a few seconds ago. So, we end up hitting level 39. Our defenses are looking nice. Oh, she sends out Lopunny next. So, here, I think we're gonna feint. Yep, we feint attack here. And I do believe, ooh, that brings her down to 2/3, but now she outspeeds, I do believe, with the agility setup. So, I do believe we have assurance here, but that jump kick is gonna hurt. Or so we thought. We have payback now, yes. See, payback is going to be a very clutch move over the course of the run. And once we get to the red fight, you'll understand. So, we take out the Lopunny, but now the dreaded Miltank. So, here we're gonna set up our confusion strats. Because, you know, we had to utilize a lot of confusion over the course of this run, but she has a Lumberry. And then hits the body slam here. And, lucky for us, she gets the paralyzed, but we synchronize it back. So now we're both paralyzed. I still outspeed, but I don't break through, and she hits attract.
Oh, hell no!
So now we're parattracted, and so we utilize a paralyze heal because I did have one in the bag there. So we got the paralyze off, which is good, but then she hits body slam again, but we don't get the para there, so we're good, but we're still under attract. And we get our confuse ray back off, so now we're utilizing parafusion here. So we need good confusion luck and good attract luck to make it through this battle. So we're at around half now out off the body slam there. But we do not break through the attract there. Thusly, and then getting body slammed, we break through there. So here I decide to speed up. She used milk drink there. Because with the attract bullshit, we're gonna need to speed this one up. So lots of feint attacks because at this point we're just worried about killing the mill tank here. And goes for more healing. Ooh. Oh god, we're at 6 health. So here, I hit a super potion and a feint attack again. And hit another feint attack, but we didn't break through the attract. So there's a whole lot of heal spam and a whole lot of milk drinks. So it's just like we are getting trolled beyond belief, but we finally defeat the mill tank to get out of attract. So she then sends out the Stantler, who has Intimidate, which does not help us at all because we're utilizing physical moves, and then we get attracted again. And now, not only are we under attract, we're paralyzed, and this thing has flinch moves. So we are getting hacked to death in this battle here. So the Stantler's pretty much got free range to just keep stomping on us. But we end up breaking through with the payback. Because, you know, because we're paralyzed, we move second, and payback doubles in power when you move second. So he gets a crit stomp there. We break, and we do not break through attract. And we get stomped on again. Now we get paralyzed. We are just... Whitney's a fucking troll, okay? Especially in Sacred Gold. Like, you thought Whitney was bad in regular playthroughs. In Sacred Gold, she's a complete and utter trolly bitch. Let's just leave it at that, bro. So we end up healing back to full health, utilizing payback again. And we finally get rid of the Stantler. So Attract is gone. And her chances of flinching me, gone. And next out comes a Wigglytuff here, who sets up a wish, which is just like, fan-fucking-tastic. So we use payback to try and utilize that. And then we have her right where we want her. She's super potions, but since Paralyze crippled us there, had we hit payback there, that's a knockout. So, and attract again. So Wigglytuff is packing Ice Beam here. Thankfully, we're already paralyzed, so she can't freeze us now. But we break through the attract and hit payback. Now, high roll is a crit would have killed, or a massive high roll would have killed as well. But we get the low roll on that one, which is not in our favor. But we break through attract. You see my reaction there. And then the Wigglytuff is done for. So, Attract is gone. Now, her last mon, the Clefable. So, Clefable is a tanky boy. Sets up a Reflect. We're already down due to being paralyzed. We're down 1 because of Stantler having Intimidate. Let's just make our attacking even worse. So we get the Confuse Ray off. He hits us with a Water Pulse. We're gonna need to, but Paralyze doing its thing again. He breaks out of confusion. Just to hit us again with the Water Pulse. We hit a Sand Attack. And then we're going to hit a Sand Attack again. These Sand Attacks are going to be very, very useful. But then we get Attracted. Again. Ooh, I'm getting angry just watching this back. Anyway, the Reflect wears off, so... But then it just gets set right back up. So now, and Paralyzed, so we are... The level of troll this battle is... It's blood-curdling troll levels, like... My God. And so we get hit with Water Pulse again, but we're tanking it. We're just om-nomming that shit. But we can't seem to break through Paralyze or Attract, for that matter. We finally get a payback off. So that only does about a third. That Intimidate and that Reflect mean the world. The only way we one-shot from here is a crit, but the Reflect goes down, and then it gets set back up. You can just see my disgruntlement in the corner, like... Alright, but we end up breaking through Attract here. Getting out of what I believe was a high roll, but ended up putting him into Citrus Berry territory. So he misses the Water Pulse. I mean, she misses the Water Pulse, rather. Forgive me for slight misgendering here. But we end up getting a Confuse Ray off. Figure in this case, you know, if we can get some good confusion luck, that will help us out due to the whole Paralyzed and Attract thing. But she hits the Water Pulse here. We eat it up, but now we're confused. So we... Attract, Paralyzed, Confused. It is just not a good time. So we end up taking a Super Potion turn here. 'Cause the whole world is against us. The Hax gods do not want us to win, but we do get a bit of confusion luck there, putting the Clefable under half. So a high roll payback is going to kill. And we get 2 confusion hits in a row. We break through Attract, but we do not break through confusion. So the Reflect is down. She heals here, bringing her almost to full health. But we hit ourselves. If we don't hit ourselves, payback does a lot more damage. But we get more confusion luck. So now the tides are starting to turn into our favor. Or so I thought. And it snaps out of confusion to get Reflect back up. Like this, just this section. You thought Miltank was trolly with being able to heal itself. The Clefable was just Troll City. Like, I didn't have any way to heal Paralyze at this point. Because the one Paralyze heal I used during the Miltank fight. We finally, for what seemed like forever, finally break through all of the things going against us. We bring her down to half. We miss the Water Pulse. Now, if we break through, we do not. But if we would have broke through there, we are in kill shot range. Should it high roll? If it low rolls, the Clefables live in another turn. So we still cannot Now we're in a good position because it didn't reset up Reflect. With that, we can't break out of anything. But since it doesn't set Reflect back up, this payback should be the kill shot. And it's going to be, thusly securing our third Johto Gym badge. Oh my god. So after Whitney's done crying like a bitch, we end up getting our next badge, and then we get to go deal with Sudowoodo, which I end up just killing anyway, so no need to show it there, and it's onward to Eckerteak and Morty. We're here in Eckerteak now, and we gotta do some legendary shit in order to battle the gym, so we're gonna have this little rival fight, smack Bruno up a little bit. You know, I don't commentate the rival battles very often, but figure for this one we'll at least do it. So the Murkrow's down in 2 feint attacks. He goes into Bayleaf right away. That's 2 feint attacks for the kill there. Feint attack again. Feint attack again. And feint attack again. Get fucked, Bruno. Legendary Beast be like,
Nope.
It's time for the Morty fight. So, to preface this, like, we knew going in that this was just gonna be easy peasy. The only little bit of difficulty we had is a little later in the battle, but again, it's Feint Attack City on the Duskull, on the Gengar, on the following, and just, we just, like, kept destroying, which, by the way, he now sends our Gengar. And, like, again, Feint Attack. Get out of here. Like, there was no real difficulty into this battle, so I'm not going to commentate it as much, but here, in my mind, I'm already mentally preparing for how insanely difficult Chuck's gonna be. So as we Feint Attack and one-shot the Mischievous, that's gonna be a pain. But we had it planned out. I think for the most part we had the good strat, but you'll see in a little bit where that gets messed up. So we end up Feint Attacking here. For the most part, we didn't really have too much issue after Chuck, because for reasons you'll see here in a minute, it's just painful. But anyway, now the difficult part of the Morty fight, before I get too ahead of myself. First, he uses Torment, which, as you know, Torment does not allow for the same move to be used more than once in a row. So, my Feint Attack, everything strat kind of got put a little bit on the rails here. So, and before I realize it, here we're going to end up going for a payback. He's going to recover, which is just going to piss me off even more. The Sableye was kind of trolling. And it's like, I had enough of trolls given the Whitney fight, but, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Surge. Anyway, we're going to go Feint Attack again, but he's going to recover again. So, from there, we are going, and at this point, I'm just like, okay, no more of this. You done. Let me just confuse you quick. See if we can't get you to stop recovering. And then he hits himself in confusion, bringing him under half health. Now, I'm free to click Feint Attack here because technically Confuse Ray breaks the chain, therefore not affected by Torment, and we get the kill there. And now we're going to do a little jump cut over to Haunter because for some reason I wasted time there checking something. So we jump cut over to Haunter, which, as you could so assume, we're going to use Payback here and get a absolute one-shot. We made Morty look like an absolute bitch, let's just be honest here. One could say that battle was toasty! Toasty indeed. So, we smack Morty around, and now the hardest part. By the way, we end up just completely tearing through the lighthouse. Like, there was no competition in any of, like, the story events, but we tear through the lighthouse, no problem. Now it's on to Chuck. Alright, so here we are, winning attempt at Chuck. We started this at level 50. We're now at level 64. So, we decided to start off by getting the Confuse Ray up, as to try to block Focus Punch a little bit better. We do get the Confusion luck there, and here we're going to end up Feint Attacking, which should do a decent amount of damage here, which I do believe that was a high roll. But he's going to set up sub, but he's still confused. He's not confused anymore. He Hyper Potions. Our Feint Attack, which in hindsight we could have went Payback there, but we didn't, so either way, the sub is down. We're gonna outspeed, so we need to set up Confuse Ray, even though we didn't, and went Feint Attack here. Kind of playing that he was gonna go for a substitute again, which he does. Now, here he is. We're gonna end up eating a Focus Punch. There's no way around it. But we hit the Feint Attack to break the sub. But next turn, the Primate's gonna go down. We're gonna eat the Focus Punch here, which should do a somewhat decent amount. Ow. That was a high roll. Because on a low roll attempt from earlier, it only did like 20. So, anyway, the Primate goes down. Now the Hitmonlee. We know the Hitmonlee has Fake Out, so it's gonna Fake Out turn 1 just to get some chip damage off. And then what I do from there. So here's the Fake Out. Now, I'm thinking two things. We can either set up Confuse Ray or Sand Attack, which we Sand Attack here because he is packing High Jump Kick. So, we'll need at least one of those to miss and not just utterly destroy me like that one did. So we set up a second Sand Attack to try to get a High Jump Kick miss, which we get there. So, here we actually Moonlight up to get some health back. We do utilize Moonlight quite a bit in this battle, because there's really no way around it, because that High Jump Kick is absolutely brutal. So, we Moonlight again. Here I'm actually like praying for a High Jump Kick miss, which that would... for all intents and purposes, that'd be absolutely glorious. We don't get it here. So essentially, I have to keep Moonlighting and pray for the High Jump Kick miss. So we get our health back. I think we get just about full health. To which we get a High Jump Kick miss. And then we are clear to Feint Attack for the kill. So then, I do believe, if I recall correctly, he sends out Hitmonchan here? And he does, okay. So now, Hitmonchan, I think might have Fake Out as well, but he doesn't. He doesn't use it there. We end up getting a Confuse Ray off. And then, we need Confusion Luck on our side now. Because we got over the big threat, but now he substitutes, which means a Focus Punch is coming. However, since we got the Confusion off, he still has to deal with the confusion part of it, even after the Focus Titan. So, we're in a somewhat decent position here. We kill the sub off. He's confused. You get good confusion luck, thusly breaking Focus Punch. So we're free to Feint Attack again. And we get a pretty decent damage roll on it, but he breaks out of confusion, hits a Fire Punch on it, trying to go for the burn there, but he doesn't get, which is good. Next Feint Attack, he goes down. Now, here is where he sends out his Hariyama. Hariyama's a big problem. He's a bulky boy. With Fake Out also. He'll eat up the Fake Out like it's nothing. Here we're gonna Sand Attack. Because this big old boy's got Cross Chop. But the Cross Chop is gonna hit. And it's gonna do big damage. That was kind of painful. So, we set up Sand Attack again. Because I want to take as little chances with Hariyama as I can. Misses a Cross Chop there. Now we set up the Confuse Ray. And again, Confusion Luck is like paramount here. We don't get the Confusion Luck, but we get the Cross Chop miss. So we're in good position, and then I can start Feint Attacking. Because remember, Hariyama's a big beefy boy, so that only does about a third. If we can get Confusion Luck here, which we don't, we're going to eat a Cross Chop, but if we would have got Confusion Luck, that would have been even better. But, took a lot of pain on that one. We Feint Attack again. Crit kills. Well, that had to have low rolled. We still cannot buy Confusion Luck against this Hariyama. Like, this thing is just beating us up, so we had to Moonlight here to get some health back. Now bring us to at or around 2/3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around 2/3. He snaps out of confusion, but misses an Earthquake. Because he tried to use EQ to get the kill there. So we end up Feint Attacking. That brings him down to like 1 HP. Misses Earthquake again. We're free to Feint Attack because he's not going to heal the Hariyama. He's going to save his last healing item for his Poliwrath, which you'll see later. Anyways, now it's on to the Breloom. Very, very underrated Mon, by the way. Super underrated Mon. He ends up going with the Mach Punch there. But now, since I have that knowledge in the back of my brain, if he Mach Punches again, we have Payback. But I go for Feint Attack here. And it does about a third. He's Focus Punching now. Now I'm going to Moonlight up. But this is going to hurt. And it's going to hurt a lot. Because at that point I had no choice. I had to heal. Otherwise it's another attempt. But he missed the Focus Punch due to the Sand Attacks. So Mach Punch is going to hit again. And then this time we use Feint Attack. See, I probably should have been using Payback, but I didn't. So that's me being a silly, but Feint Attack is going to get the kill here. So now it's on to Chuck's Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a pain. So his Poliwrath is carrying Hypnosis. So shit. So we get the Confuse Ray up. Because again, confusion hacks are gonna kinda have to be our thing when it comes to fighting types. And in part 2, which, yeah, I may have jumped the gun in explaining there's part 2 to this, but in part 2 I explain, for this particular mention, because I had access to Surf and in Drayano's ROM hacks, you can get the TM for Psychic in the Ruins of Alph. I didn't think about that. But anyway, it wasn't until the Elite Four when we found out about Psychic being in the Ruins of Alph and Sacred Gold. So, we end up feint attacking here. He snaps out of confusion, misses the Surf. And then there's that last heal that we knew was going to pop out there. So here we hit the feint attack, bring him back down to 2/3. There, I probably should have used Payback again. Like, let's be honest, Payback would have probably done massive damage. We end up getting the confusion hit there. So here, I'm thinking, let's sand attack again. Because we know this thing is packing Hypnosis. He hits himself in confusion, hits me with the Focus Punch. I get confusion back up, confusion luck, sand attack, Hypnosis. We get our confusion back up, hits himself again, hits himself again. And since Chuck doesn't have another healing item, he has to go for the Focus Punch, which sets up the feint attack for the kill and our 5th gym badge. And here's where we run into some problems. Y'all remember when I made that little comment about saving in front of Faulkner at the beginning of the video? Let me do some explaining here. So, in Sacred Gold, there's a Team Rocket event added after the 5th gym to where it leads to whole doing this. You have to save the Safari Zone from Team Rocket, essentially. So you do a bunch of team up battles with the team up battle partners of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum to then take out Team Rocket. I'm going to show you the Ariana battle is going to follow this. And you'll see why saving your game is very important. Alright, so here is the Ariana fight that I just mentioned in the little my face appearing thing. I completely, forget that I had gotten poisoned. I didn't really have much for healing. It takes me out with a Brave Bird, but then this happens. The game crashed. And, as you'll soon see here in just a moment, I last saved in front of Faulkner. At the time, I was unaware. Here's my actual reaction to that. The last time I saved was in front of Faulkner. So, I'm gonna have to do the entire run again. So, here's the existential dread of having to redo the entire run again, which we'll explain in part 2. Self, take it away. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the Umbreon solo run. If I were to have condensed the entire run in here, we'd have like a 2-hour long video, and an hour is enough to keep you. So, part 2's coming around the bend, and hopefully you like what you see. In the next part, I will go over how I saved the run, and all the fun shenanigans that will come with it. So, with that being said, I must now bid thee adieu, good day, goodbye, and good night.